Close your eyes.
Hello everyone, welcome to Willow and Roots. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading we're going to find out what should I do with my ancestral inheritance. Now when we think of ancestral inheritance we think of psychic gifts. Yes, and that is true. We all have inherited gifts from our ancestors to apply and use in this life, this incarnation, right? Now we're going to find out what else have we inherited, right? It could be characteristics that we're meant to embrace and that will help us on our journey in this incarnation and possibly help us to manage and work with our psychic gifts. Okay? Now, a message that the ancestors want me to share with everyone, and it involves the way we communicate with each other. The way we communicate has changed drastically, and what I've noticed is no one wants to listen. No one wants to hear the other side of the argument. Now think of the hanged man card, where you're looking at both sides of a situation and being able to find the truth in both arguments, right? Now, let's say that you're having a discussion with someone and you have opposing views. Instead of getting angry because the person doesn't see your views, why not ask them, well, how did you come to your conclusion? Find out what brought them to that view. Maybe you will understand where they're coming from. Of course, it does not mean that you're losing sight of your own views and opinions, but there is a seeker element. There's something that is enriching when you seek answers, especially when you're tapping into the mind of another by asking them questions, wanting to know more about them and their views and how they came up with those opinions. It's really interesting, and I think that that is missing. We don't need to fight. We just need to ask why. And if we have to ask why multiple times to multiple answers, then we do it. It's getting to the root. That's the missing link. It's so draining to have a conversation and it's like one-sided. It's draining having a conversation and you can't express your opinions in fear of you being ostracized. It's unbelievable that we, humanity, has gotten to this point. And what I find even more distressing is that team mentality. Joining a team, choosing a side, no matter what. So let's say you agree with side A or team A on certain views, certain principles. You are being asked to not question or challenge the principles and beliefs that you may not agree with or you may be on the fence on with team A. You have to agree to everything that team A is about. And it's the same with team B. There's no meeting in the middle. I find it very limiting and narrow-minded. It's important to look at both sides before you choose a side. It's important to dissect the views, to understand what is the purpose of that argument. We're not doing that anymore, humanity. We're not doing that. And I do think that it's a slippery slope. The more we refuse to investigate, to ask why, the fear of the powers that whatever, those in charge, will take advantage of that weakness in humanity. And it's already happening. They're just rubbing their hands together and laughing. An important step to take. The first step, of course, is knowing yourself. I go on and on and on and on about it, but it is the way. Because if you know yourself, you're not triggered. You're not going to be triggered in the way where you're going to have to lash out and get that release because someone said something that rubbed you the wrong way. A lot of this madness, this anger, this rage that's happening, it's because it's bottled up anger, it's bottled up fear, bottled up regret, all this lower energy. When you face it, when you deal with it, when you embrace it, when you heal it, it's a totally different story. So anyone can call you whatever they want to call you, and you know yourself, you know that's not you. What are you going to be getting pissed for? What are you going to be getting angry? That's the first step. And it releases the blocks in all areas of your life. Okay? Knowing thyself unlocks the blocks from all areas of your life. If you are wanting to meet the one, it stems from you knowing yourself. If you want that career, you got to know yourself. If you want to know your life purpose, you really, really need to know yourself, right? A person cannot tell you. You are here to find that yourself. Figure it out. We can give you clues, but you're meant to figure that out yourself. And you get there by knowing yourself. You want the wealth and the riches, you got to know yourself. It's all stemming back to that. Oh, you want to start a family in perfect health, etc. You got to know yourself. You got to know your body. It comes back to the self. Once you're in that state of understanding who you are and starting to put the legwork into living authentically, and that is actually living in a way where you are happy with you, you are stable with you. It doesn't mean that you won't have wobbles every now and then, but you're not going to be a train wreck if you are triggered or if life throws you challenges. You're able to have a clearer head and see how you can overcome some challenges. It also allows you to experience peace. When you accept yourself, I mean everything, the way you look, sound, intelligence, etc., everything. When you're at peace, and you're like, this is who I am, this is how I was created, and I'm embracing that. I am grateful for that, for my uniqueness. All of that expectations of what others may want to see, it goes away because you're happy with you. Now, I was having a discussion with another spiritual practitioner, and we were talking about the 5D, okay? And I'm going to be doing a video on that, the 5D, on my other channel, Rooted Wisdom. It's a brand new channel, my new baby, but that is the channel where I feel like I can talk about scary topics that most people like to shy away from, triggering topics. But we were talking about the 5D, and many people think, I used to be one of them, like somehow it's like a Wizard of Oz situation where we're transported to the 5D. When we look around our environment, it's completely different. No, it's going to be the same. The same house, the same street, the same everything. However, it's how people are. It's their outlook, their behavior, their beliefs. But if you want to see more on that topic, it's on Rooted Wisdom, my other YouTube channel, my brand new baby. Okay, so let's get on with this reading. So we're gonna pull 3 color cards, right? 1 for each pile. Ooh. Okay, it's at a message. We have here Illumination with Firefly, card number 23. 23 reduced into 5. Change. Firefly, explore. The Firefly energy also gives me the Hermit energy. He has his lantern, right, and lighting the way. But this is the self with this very bright yellow, and it says illumination. This is seeing that light within, but more importantly, seeing yourself, all aspects of yourself clearly. The qualities that we don't like and the qualities that we like. But it's getting to understand yourself, embracing it as well. Okay. May I have a card for 1? Okay, that's 1 right there. Okay, may I have a card for 2? Might as well just turn them over. And may I have a card for 3? Perfect. Right, so option 1 is Azure, and it's Angelic Communication, card number 56. Option 2 is card number 88, Paradise, Heaven on Earth. And option 3 is card number 71, chocolate indulgence. Right, so this is option 1, this is option 2, and this is option 3. Now you can pause the video, choose a card, let's get to it. Hello, option 1, for those of you who selected the first card, as you, angelic communication, card number 56, here's your reading. Now 56 reduces to 11. 11 is a master number, and it represents the wisdom that we possess, the wisdom we have within. Now azure is a lovely blue. It reminds me of like a clear blue sky, that really intense blue, and it also represents the throat chakra. Now the card says angelic communication. So what this is telling me for you guys, you have access to communicating with the higher realms through clairaudience, right? So that's the right side or the right ear, okay? And many of your communications may come in the form of ringing sound, and the ringing sound or the sounds that you receive, you're able to translate them into sentences, messages, etc. So it could be where you can incorporate your clairaudience and clairsentient and being able to form sentences based on sounds, right? Others, you're actually hearing words, right? But you're hearing it in your head. So you know that expression when you're talking to yourself, having communication with yourself, it's like that. Now you're able to unlock this gift, or you may have already unlocked it and you're using it, you're developing it. Okay, nice. So that was actually a gift that was inherited from your ancestor. Okay, let's see what other gifts or inheritance you guys have received. I'm also getting like when you're hearing certain sounds, or if someone is speaking and you're picking up, okay, well that person is lying or that person is telling the truth, what have you, listen to it. Trust this gift. Trust the messages that you are receiving. Okay? It's really calling for you to do that. The richness of the blue is giving me truth, right? It's giving me that sword's energy. So what is being said, right, or the messages you are receiving, it is fact. It is true. Trust it. It's not lying to you. Okay? I'm hearing some of your other gifts will kick in to confirm the messages. Okay, what other gifts has option 1 inherited from the ancestors? Okay, 2 wants to come out. So we have here the puppeteer. Explanations and apologies. And then we have the assassin, ruthless conviction. Now, some of you may see this as a shadow quality, okay? But in my teachings, I speak on intentions. So it's all about what you are planning to do with the gifts that you possess or the power that you possess. So you could do it to destroy. So the intentions can be mainly to destroy or to cause destruction, or you can do it to heal and to advance and to help. Okay? Now with assassin and the azure card, and the azure card, like I said earlier, represents the throat chakra. It's having a very, very sharp tongue. When you communicate, it is very, very powerful, blunt, right? You do not mince your words, and it could trigger a lot of people. Okay? It can come across as very intense, very triggering. Now with puppeteer, I am getting a manipulative vibe, right? Being able to manipulate with your words, or being able to get what you want using your words. That may appear like a negative quality, but it does not have to be a negative quality. We do have on the skull here an eye, right? So we do have vision, clairvoyance, right? Or seer vibes, and also with the hand healing. Now there's an incredible amount of gifts that you have inherited, and this is speaking about how you are going about using your inheritance, being mindful of that. With 56 being 11, it's like you are well aware of this. You are well aware of what you are capable of. But it is speaking on being mindful of your execution, how you execute or share your gifts. With the angelic communication, it is you being guided by your spiritual team, right, as to when to proceed, when to act, and when not to act. Now, with these two cards, I'm getting the energy of an eagerness to get messages out, even when it is not asked for. So, what your spiritual team is saying is to pause and let us guide those who need to hear your messages to you. You don't seek them, let them come to you. Okay? The gift is power in your words, the power to destroy and the power to strengthen, to empower others. It can be incredibly healing and transformative, your words and how you choose to use them. I'm getting that your words has deep meaning, and what I mean by that is when you speak truth, so we're talking about guidance or messages, downloads. When you share them with those who are meant to hear them, there's an instant activation, okay? Or transformation. It triggers and then it evokes change. It's starting the process for the person receiving the message of change, right? It's like you activate change in people, but it's you being mindful of the intensity of your delivery. Now I am seeing like a radio, but the old-fashioned one where you have the volume dial, and you have to know what dial to be on when you're working with certain people or when you're interacting with certain individuals. Okay, you have to know when to turn up to 10 to speak loudly and when to turn it down to 1 to have more of a gentler approach. So it's having that in mind, always thinking of the volume dial and how you are projecting your energy onto others. It's also speaking on you having a lot of transformative experiences, and that may be the catalyst as to why there is an intensity about you. It's like a vibe, it's an energy that you give off, and it's just being aware of it. It's mainly that, but it's incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. There is a strong presence, and it comes through your voice when you speak. You offer clarity to others. Okay, let's get some tarot. Okay, Queen of Cups. I'm hearing like there's a little soft spot inside. There's a soft part of you, right? A nurturing part of you inside, but it seems like you have to have that very hard exterior to not get yourself hurt. So it feels like protecting yourself, protecting your energy. So you have this very tough exterior, almost like a crab. I'm getting Cancer vibes here, Cancerian vibes. Scorpio as well. And Aquarius, wow. We have the Star. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is this particular inheritance has come down the maternal line, with the Queen of Cups being here. With the Star, it is actually a God-given gift or ability. That's what this is telling me. It is actually a long line of channelers or that type of energy where you are actually giving messages from spirit to the collective, to others, or those who are meant to hear it, those who cross your path. So it's something that is definitely inherited from your family, and there's a long line of family members with this gift. It's also telling me that future generations are going to have it as well. Let's say that you don't want to have children, but you have siblings who have children, they will receive the gift. This is not something that is just going to die out. As long as there are future generations from this line, they're going to have this gift. Every family member has inherited this. Some family members allowed it to lay dormant, or it may not be expressed in a very spiritual way, right? They could be in this energy with business or other areas of their lives. But some family members have actually sat on this gift, and when they have children, again, it doesn't even have to come from you. As long as they have the same bloodline, any offspring that they have will have this gift. The original ancestor who received this gift made a contract with God or source. It feels like devotion. So they devoted themselves to source. The lesson here is learning how to, again, execute the messages in a way that is not off-putting to the recipient. Also, look into your intentions, why you are relaying the message. And there's also a message here regarding monetary gains. So making sure that your intentions are straight when it comes to using this as a business. So there can't be any type of lies. I'm also hearing not to be meek either, so no weakness, which is quite interesting. It's needing to be straight with people, sharing the messages as you have received it, but not getting like annoyed. It's like not putting yourself in the message. It's being like a very clear channel, especially with the Star here. You can make money from this, but think about your intentions. Don't fall into the energy of manipulation and the energy of destroying others with your words. Wow, this is quite powerful. Okay, let's go. Two of Cups. You see that? That's the contract. That's the contract with spirit that speaks on being in harmony as well, emotional harmony. When you are able to be in tune with or tap into the person's energy that you are relaying the message to, so when you know exactly how to deliver the message, what energy, what intensity you need to use, that is when it will be received with the Two of Cups. That's what I'm getting from this. Look at that. There's an angel here. And then there's this woman, and they both have cups. So that is the message. It's like the angelic messages are given, and you're meant to match the frequency of the person, right, receiving the message so that they can hear it. Because when you match the frequency, somehow there's a particular way you're going to translate the messages so that they will be able to understand, okay, what you are saying. So we have the angel here, and we have angelic communication. It's like being able to deliver the message in a way that people can understand, speaking their language. based on their frequency. That is really interesting. Focus. Look at that cheetah. Or that, yeah, it's a cheetah. No need to lash out. You see that energy, that very feisty energy. It's almost like it's in a cold setting. You're saying, look, chill out. Chill out. Being focused on the purpose. Remaining focused as to why you are doing this. Why you have received this gift. Trying to understand the gift. Embracing the gift. And actually putting it into practice. But allowing your spiritual team to guide you on this path as to when to share messages with others and when to stand back. The Queen of Cups and the Star also speaks on you rejuvenating your energy. If you are stepping into becoming frustrated and bitter because no one is hearing you, no one is understanding what you are saying, it's because you're doing too much. It's because the timing wasn't right. They weren't meant to hear it then. So you need to pull back your energy, shift your focus on yourself to rejuvenate your energy, to actually live. Because you can't always live up in the spiritual realm all the time. You got to live on earth. So this is actually you now looking after yourself, using that time to focus on you. 10 of Pentacles, the body, the physical. What's going on in your day-to-day life. Okay. Last card, I'm going to pull a chakra card. Ten of Pentacles also speaks on a very big inheritance from them. Right? This is a big deal. It's like a covenant that they've passed down. Okay. We have this card. And it is the crown chakra. And it says divinity. Recognize the divine in the mirror. Wow. Look in the mirror and see yourself for who you are. Like I said earlier in the opening of this video, everything stems from understanding who you are. You, the individual. And that's what this is calling for. It all starts with the self, because you hold the wisdom of who you are within. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the second card, Paradise, Heaven on Earth, card number 88. Here's your reading. Nice. 88 reducing to 16, reducing to 7. 7, the number of spirit. And we do have here Heaven on Earth, Paradise. This is giving me divine love vibes, right? So a part of your inheritance is a connection, a strong connection with the oneness, with the source energy, with the universe energy, right? It's like a feeling. So we're getting clairsentience as a very strong inheritance here, right? Feeling at peace, feeling the oneness, that deep connection to everything on earth and in the cosmos. It's like having a deep love for source, the universe, for humanity. Even though you may not understand humanity fully, you're like, I don't get why they react in a certain way or behave in a certain way. But it's having gratitude, a deep sense of gratitude here, appreciation. And what is interesting is those who carry this energy are blessed by spirit, by source. You are truly blessed. It's actually a gift that you should take advantage of. I'm hearing the divine doors are open to you. All you have to do is ask. And the reason for this is because your ancestors possessed this love and appreciation and gratitude for life. Now, some of you may be like, really? They were miserable, or they didn't really show that. What is funny with the whole existence situation is it's within. There is a light that they carry. There's a light that is deep within them, that is personal to them, that they tap into every now and then, and they have this great sense of peace, or this great sense of seeing the love and the purpose of creation that they don't share with other people or with us. There is a clarity and an understanding that they have that they don't talk about, but they experience. It's more of a personal journey. There's a lot of people who carry this light, and it's only for them. And what is interesting is that light is actually that connection with Source, with God, with the Creator, that they could tap into and receive guidance, help, doors opening for them if they choose to tap into it. You may say, how? I have met so many people with that light. Once they are comfortable with speaking about it and starting to connect with the Creator in a way where they're asking for things and not feeling ashamed or feeling like, oh, this is wrong, doors open for them easily, where others have to work harder in order for those doors to open for them. So it's not about, I am the A student of spirituality and I believe in God or the Creator so much and I follow all the rules and I am a good person. It is beyond that. It doesn't always work for the A students. Sometimes the D student has that divine spark available to them, and their lesson is to learn how to tap into it. It's really, really interesting. It's remarkable. But for you guys, this is what it's about. It's that ultimate love, that ultimate connection to the all or all things, being able to see the divinity in all things. I don't know if many of you have experienced this, where you can look at a person, sit and just observe them, and you see that beauty in God's creation. We get that when we look at babies, newborn babies, that fascination and wonder of that life. But we tend to lose that as a soul gets older, a person gets older. But sometimes we need to take a step back and just look, observe, and have that moment of awe that God actually created that. You guys possess that. That is the inheritance. Your ancestors carry this and they've passed it down to you guys and other family members. This wonderful blessing, this wonderful gift of that divine spark. Okay, let's get some more cards. The tailor, and it says attention to detail, pride. Look at that. Look at the hand holding the thread and the scissors about to cut it. The tailor. So tailors repair garments. They make garments and they repair garments. Okay, so this is quite interesting. Let's move these cards closer. Right. So this feels very personal. This feels like you are in control of your destiny or an aspect of it. Now, with the Taylor card, it speaks on attention to detail. So I am getting, especially with heaven on earth, it's like what you want to create, ask for it. You can have paradise. You can have it all if you connect with spirit and ask spirit for it. But this is giving me like specific. Now, I know for some people, when manifesting, they're not meant to be very, very specific, while others can be that way. All you have to do for those who are not meant to be specific, know what you want. An example would be you're looking for a car and you just say, Spirit, I would like a brand new car. And you will receive an amazing brand new car. Whereas for those who have to be specific in their manifestation, they're going to have to break down the car itself, the model, the color, the interiors, everything. So I know there's two different ways of manifesting. You have to know which one you fall under. If you would like to know, drop me an email and we can talk it out. We can find out how you're meant to manifest. So let's get back to this reading. Now, it's either you knowing what you want, having a rough idea as to what direction you want your life to be in, or what you need in the moment, and asking for it. This is pretty much saying this inheritance is a very strong connection with spirit. You have that divine spark connection, and it is calling for you to access it and use it to receive your blessings that can help you out of really challenging situations. You have that link, you have that connection to God. Communicate with God, source, the creator. Communicate, ask for help. That's what this is saying. Okay, let's get some tarot. This is really cool. This is like having, and I'm getting chills. This is like having Mercury in the 12th house, where you pretty much have that phone line to spirit, right? You are pretty much connected to spirit and you're hearing the messages. It's a strong bond. What they call it, the AT&T and the BT to spirit. Right. Okay, we have here justice. Nice. We have here the Knight of Swords. Emperor. Look at that. Another pile of almost like a warning, but it's something for you to be mindful of, right? Now with justice, it speaks on the consequences of your actions, right? Knight of Swords and the Emperor. So there could be a very domineering energy here, vibe about you. So this could be where you're not wanting to listen to sound advice, or stubbornness, like I am going to do things my way and that's it, period. And when you're in this energy of not being open to advice or even accepting help or asking for help, that's where you face the consequences. It's almost like you make your bed, now lay in it. What Spirit is saying is, come to me, ask me, because you have inherited this connection with me. So there's no need to fight against it. There's no need to be stubborn. You're going to see how quickly things will turn around. The scales will be tilted in your favor. It is really giving me fighting against needing to do things my way, how I see it. But the universe throws us little challenges to test this theory or our methods, right? And if it does not go according to plan, it breaks our spirit. but it's needing to see it in a different way, right? When you experience failure, and that is being humble and connecting to source, asking why and how I can overcome this, or we can overcome this. It's almost like there's a need to shift the energy, get the blessing, and then run with it. It's like calling for a reverse, connecting to source, asking for what you need, receiving it, and then you can be in this very empowered energy. You can build yourself up. You can have certainty with the Knight of Swords that you are protected and safe. You are blessed. You can elevate to great levels with the Emperor here. It's like using your inheritance to help you to elevate in all areas of your life. There's a side note here to be mindful of not being too controlling or living too much in the ego. There needs to be a balance between the spiritual self and the more logical, rational self. But it's marrying the two, taking advantage of your inheritance. Nice. Thank you. We have here the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that, man. Abundance is yours. If you are really in a tough situation, you need to ask Spirit for help. Go directly to Source, because everything can turn around for you here. That's the control that you have. That's amazing. This is such a magical blessing or inheritance. Simplicity. Look at that. With that feather. When we see feathers, what is it? Angelic messages? Signs of blessings? Signs Source has heard you. The universe has heard you. Simplify your life. Life doesn't need to be complicated. We complicate things because we feel that life should be complicated. But it's like scaling down a lot of the expectations and efforts. And I have to show you the bottom of the deck. We have abundance. But all you have to do, it's saying simply ask. That's it. Let's get you a chakra card. The feather also represents blessings. Okay, here we go with that love energy. So we have here heart chakra, love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Look at that. That's what Spirit is about, love. And ultimately, that is what needs to be the driving force for you guys, love. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected the third card, Chocolate Indulgent, card number 71. Here's your reading. So we have Chocolate Indulgence. So it's like having your pick. The world is your oyster. 71 reducing to 8. So we have the infinity symbol. So energy moving from one end to the other. Now it feels like I'm hearing clear channels, right? It's being able to have multiple experiences or various experiences in life without regret, right? I am seeing like everything is available to you and it's for you to experience it. Of course, we're talking about not harming others, okay? But this is all about drive, having the courage to try something new, having the courage to let go of things that isn't working anymore, or you might have outgrown, or you want to try something different. With indulgence, it's being able to freely move towards things you enjoy, things you would like to explore, things you think you might enjoy, and learning from that. It's like gathering information based on various experiences that are available to you. The blessing is the world is your oyster. It almost feels like doors will open for you once you're in this energy of being the seeker. It speaks of adventure, needing to know, wanting to know with the chocolate, with it being brown as well. You can drink in this energy if you can see the brown. We get the chakra of grounding, so being present when you are experiencing the pleasure, being aware of the pleasure and how it makes you feel in the moment. So the inheritance also involves empathy, but a really, really strong form of empathy where you are able to soul tap. That is being able to step outside of yourself and step into another person's energy, vibration, energy, emotions, being able to feel their emotions as if it is yours. But we're not talking about like a little bit. You will be able to embody that person's experience or the experience of another. So you can tap into a person's energy and know what they're thinking, know how they're feeling, know a lot about them, what's hidden. That is really interesting. And it makes sense with the infinity symbol, where you're able to lock into another person's energetic field. Of course, you got to be careful of that because there are people with the lower frequency and you don't want to get stuck in there. Okay, let's get some more cards. Wow, being able to ground it. So there's clairsentience. And a really, really strong empath. Like, this is not, again, like the child's play kind of empath. This is being able to sit in a person's energy. I'm getting an example here. Let's say you're in a waiting room and it's packed. The waiting area is packed, all seats taken. And a person is called, so they get up and they go to, let's say it's a doctor's office. They go to the doctor and you sit down in their seat, right? The one that they just got up from. You are able to embody their emotions, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, etc. by just sitting in that seat. You know exactly what's going on with that person. That's the type of empathy I'm talking about. The energies around you, I'm getting you pick up on that. So being around a lot of people may be difficult because you have all these different energies coming at you, right, in one go. And the way I'm seeing it is the souls, whether it be light souls or souls in distress, are coming at you for healing or recognition. It's almost like you could see me, you can feel me, you understand me. Oh, I'm going to you to get that, you know, that burden lifted. So I'm also getting like transmuting energy. But it's important for you to treat yourself, right? With the indulge card, we're talking about the finer things. Okay? When you're treating yourself, treat yourself to good quality stuff. Right. Okay, let's get a card here. Taurian energy. And Cancer. Cancer. Right. Sailor. So we have the fishies here. And it says the sailor. New influences wanderlust. Look at that. So we spoke about the adventurer. Look at that. Ship in the back. So on a journey, right? The world is your oyster. It's all about exploring, learning, seeking, absorbing, processing, embodying, right? The experience and how it makes you feel. We have water here and the fish. So water represents the emotional body, right? So this is you being able to read people. And we do have here the earth energy. We have the earth symbol. But this is you grounding, receiving all this information and being able to ground it, embody it, right? Process it, understand it. It's again that seeker energy, seeking wisdom, the greater meaning, while enjoying the experience, the process of learning, of seeking. So we do have the water energy, so the water sign energy. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But we do have the earth element of grounding your emotions, being able to sit in the waves of emotions, how you were feeling in the moment, gaining a true understanding of, I'm going to say it, and it's just so cliche, but life, the journey of life, the ups and downs, but also our potential, what we can do, what we can reach for, what we can experience. Being able to travel, this almost looks like a compass here. Reaching new heights, pushing yourself to the max and seeing what that feels like. But this is nice. There's a lot of feel. I'm saying that a lot. Okay, let's get some tarot. It's a lovely, lovely inheritance, but it can be overwhelming. So it's important to ground yourself and again, enjoying the finer things in life. But of course, being mindful of not overindulging. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. The Ace of Swords. I'll show you the bottom of the deck. We have the Hermit. So with the bottom of the deck, the Hermit, it is giving me processing and understanding qualities of yourself based on your experiences and how you feel during those experiences, right? So it's reiterating that. It's very much so a personal journey, getting to know and embrace yourself. You are seeking your purest and truest self. And that was something that your ancestors were doing. With the experiences of the empath, now this is the heightened empath, it forces you to actually be in this hermit energy of being able to really understand yourself so that when you do step out into a social setting, you are not taking other people's emotions, feelings, hardships, etc. as your own. You're able to understand where you are emotionally, where you are mentally, and be able to maintain that and not absorb the issues of others. So you understand where you are, what is happening with you, so that when you are tapping into another person's energy, you're not confusing it as an issue that you are experiencing. So we do have the Five of Pentacles here and the Eight of Swords. Now, if you are not in the place where you're understanding yourself, this is how you can get stuck, caught up in the issues and the problems of others. And again, taking it on as your own. With the Ace of Swords, it is saying, again, being able to discern what is your stuff and what isn't. This is also giving me being able to offer guidance as well, which is quite interesting. With the Ace of Swords here, it's like knowing how to overcome a particular challenge, right? So you are able to share that with others because it's based on the experiences that you've had on your life's journey, things that you have participated in, whether you have succeeded in it or not. But there is a story to tell. There is a lesson and a message. So that is quite interesting. It's like when you're tapping into a person's energy that is familiar, you're able to help them. Now, with the seeker aspect of this reading, that quality, right? The ancestors are really pushing for you to explore, right? Because it's like there is a need for you all to really be firm and strong with yourself, with understanding who you are, because they've done it. They've done it. It's like being able to get out of situations based on your experiences, your wisdom. 10 of Wands. Look at that. 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. Coming out of your comfort zone. It feels like a need to not be restricted. We have 2 cards of restriction here. 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. And it's like a strong need for you to not limit yourself, but to make sure that you get out there and to have new experiences, to be around people who are actually excelling. I'm getting here with the Sailor card, like needing fresh energy. So being able to discern, feel, tap into the energies of those around you. And if they're not right, if their energy is off, if their energy is limited, if their energy is restricted, it is time to move away from that. There is no need to take on their stuff, their challenges, the challenges that they're meant to explore and heal themselves. That's not your responsibility. You are here to put your hands in various pots. You are here to have a varied experience. And when that experience has ran its course, it is time to move on. Like the Hermit, it is time to move on. Wow. We have here power. That lightning. Look at that. This is giving me the intensity of your clairsentience, of your empathy. It's quite strong, and that is why you do need to move away from anything that is overpowering or too intense for you to handle, because it can affect you physically. Okay? So it is important to have downtime, me time, especially with the Hermit here, where you're going to rejuvenate yourself with the finer things in life. Okay? So you really have to treat yourself, because whatever energies that you are picking up, it is intensified. It is not like anyone else. This is really, really on another level where it can affect you physically. So it's important to do so. And I'm hearing boundaries as well, setting boundaries. Okay, let's get you a chakra card. Do you want that one now? Okay, that one. Lovely. Look at that. It's nice. We have here the throat chakra, truth. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. Wow. And it ties in with the power card. It feels like using your words and knowing when to say no, knowing when to relay that message to that person on what they need to be doing in order to improve their situation, right? Calling out a person when they're wrong and saying, hey, look, that ain't right. That's why you're in this predicament, because you're blocking yourself because you have this mentality. It's being able to do that, being honest, but also being honest with yourself when it's time to be breaking or cutting cords. Okay? But this is incredible. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your